Some more X-Cup students coming up here in Team 161. Cecilia, Halem, Dantia, all from St. Louis, Missouri in the St. Louis Community College Team number 1 car. We also have Palmer involved in this. They're 72 Mercury Cruiser. They work on this car all year long in that program up there at St. Louis Community College. They get to earn their way into the car for the great race. Can you imagine college trip across Springfield great race?
The original recipe for a hot rod was to pull a Model A out of the junkyard and throw the fenders in the garbage. This is a beautiful recreation of what a hot rod should have been back in the day. 1934 Model A Roadster. Christian Reichert out of Santa Monica, California, your driver. Steve DeCramer out of Yucca Valley, California, your navigator. Uncaged Racing. They were rookies back in 2023. This is their 4th race. They drove 1,800 miles to the start of this race. And here's the
Sell your tires on that, folks. Team 132, no strangers to the great race. Mahan Kalpa out of Asheville, North Carolina is driving. His lovely navigator, Cher Snow from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada is navigating. 1951 Ford pickup truck, Queen of the Desert is what she's affectionately named. They're in the sportsman division. Wonderful friends on their 5th great race adventure. And I would have to argue, of all of the 5 that we've been on together, this may be one of the best. Route 66 for the 100th anniversary.
Check this out, a little MGTD Mark II competition. Brent Aikens' parents bought this car when he was 4 years old, been in the family ever since. Brent hailing from Zephyrcote, Nevada. His navigator, Ken Spencer from Lincoln, California. 1953 MGTD Mark II competition car. His 92-year-old mother rode across the finish line in Colorado Springs just a couple of years ago. It was a spectacular story to bring the family back together. This car, having been a part of learning to drive in high school and all the things over the years, making more memories on a great race.
Another X-Cup team. This is the St. Louis Community College Team number 2. We will argue all week whether Team number 2 or Team number 1 is the best. Time will tell and their scores will tell. Lady Jake Carter and Roberto in here, all out of St. Louis Community College in their 1941 Ford Super Deluxe sedan. Pretty cool things they've got going on up there in St. Louis Community College, and they get to travel across the country for college trips in the great race.
Rolling up here, a little 63 Impala, Dustin Hodges from Texas, Adrian Gormley from Ponder, Texas, the pilots of this thing. This is the original drivetrain car here, a little super sport Impala from the 60s there. Awesome team. Dustin and Adrian about to make some big time memories this year on this thing. When you hear the horn boys, ease on that. Believe it or not, back in the early 60s, this was a sport coupe. Today, that's a Honda Civic. So just let that sink in about the difference in wheelbase and capacity of a sport coupe. 1969 MGB GT, really cool body here. Jim Shelley out of Naples, Florida. His navigator, Tom Casera out of Omaha, Nebraska. This is the Rally B Racing. Jim's 6th year driving. Tom's 33rd year in the great race in this little MG here. When you hear the horn, they're going to ease on out of here. The MGB GT with the hardtop there. About the only MG that has room to put your stuff in the great race. Come on in here.
Team 163, another X-Cup team hailing out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Jeremy Burns is driving. These boys, ladies and gentlemen, are in high school. They started in middle school. Aiden Schofield, Carson Bird, and Owen Mosley in this 53 Pontiac Chieftain. Bonnie is the team's name, or the car's name, affectionately named out of Stones River, AACA in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That club bought a car for their school so that they could get the kids in the car, let the young people experience car shows, and now they are traveling across the country. If you want old people in your car club, or young people in your car club, get them a car and have them come out and participate.
From just around the corner from the Stones River Bunch, Las Casas, Tennessee's own father and son team, Kurt and Travis Bug, 1934 Ford Cabriolet. Look at this car. Absolutely gorgeous lines. This the Double Bug Dairy team. We made that name up just now. This is a new car for 26. They've been doing it in a little Nash that was about the size of a carry-on suitcase. He said he somehow ended up with less storage in his Ford here. Beautiful car, my goodness, Scott.
Team 87 rolling through here. They're no strangers to the great race. Maybe strangers to each other right before today. They will be best buddies by the end of the week, we hope. Patrick Lauber out of Canton, Ohio is driving. No stranger to the race. Rob Romer over here, his first time navigating for Patrick. Rob has 5 cars that he helps work on to get them in the race. He sponsored a car. Rob's Automotive, back home from Dudley, Massachusetts with a 34 Ford Model A pickup truck. 310 Racing.
All right, wake up, those of you tough nuts have been hanging with us. 1965 Ford Mustang. This is an X-Cup Division team. This is sponsored by Mustang Country. Can't think of enough. Trey Peterson out of Manhattan Beach, California, your driver trying to round these young people up. Mateo Chacon and Aaron Deanda out of California, his navigators to be swapping up duty all week. Sweet little 65 Mustang fastback here. Listen, Alan Cone of Mustang Country International, you've done a great thing here. Sponsoring the great race, bringing young people out here. Love the body style of the fastbacks, the first-gen Mustangs.
Another Ford Mustang, a 68 Coupe, coming in behind him in the Expert Division. Team 88, Christian Lauber and Brandon Gregson, Buckeyes for you ride high people. Buckeyes out of Columbus, Ohio, 310 Racing number 2. And Brandon over here is the X-Cup Legacy president. Super amazing things he's doing on his off-racing time. Phyllis, glad to have him since 2016.
There's a whole litter of these Slattery brothers, 2 of them are in the 75 MGB, Neil and Kip. Neil calling Smolin, Kansas home. Kip hanging out over in Topeka. 1975 MGB. They're racing in honor of their late father and brother. Pretty amazing story. These boys have a lot of fun. Got a great little car here. They don't need nothing but a toothbrush rolled up in aluminum foil and a couple of metric wrenches, and they're off on the great race. The Slatteries, some of the nicest boys you ever want to hang out with.
Dr. Tom Littrow right here, another X-Cup professional. This man has been doing this for, what did we decide, Dr. Tom? How many is this for you? 18, 19, 18. 18th great race in the X-Cup division, bringing kids. He's grandpa this week. 3 grandkids represented in this team. We've got Tom over there driving, Casey Griffin, all from Galax, Virginia. 66 Ford Mustang. Super cool team. Thank you all.
Rolling up here. Sorry, Scott. Rolling up here. 1938 Chevrolet Coupe. Paul McGeehan out of Haymarket, Virginia. His navigator, Alan Green out of Boston, Massachusetts. Why does this car sit up so big, Jason? Well, Jason, being me, I'm going to tell you, this car is set up for real off-road, long-distance rally, finishing the PP comparison race just last year. What a great car. These friends are airline pilots making adventures, time, speed, endurance, rallying on great race again. Paul and Alan, have a great week.
Check out this pretty little 66 Ford Mustang, rally stripes on this car. Eric Moyer over there from Lincoln, Nebraska is driving. This was his car he had in high school for graduation when he turned 17. His dad bought it. He is George Moyer over here in the passenger side. They decided that they wanted to go do something fun this year, so let's go. George always wanted to do a bucket list. Great race. So they brought out Eric's old high school car, and here they are.
We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Millions of dollars worth of cars starting this rally. Here we go. My friends out of St. Charles, Missouri, husband and wife team, Carl and Mary Webster, in a killer 1957 Portland Feature tribute car. This is a brand new wrap on this thing in honor of the 100th anniversary of Route 66 and the 250th anniversary of this great country of ours. We the people round. Looks good, Carl. Absolutely stunning car. Husband and wife team. I don't know how she puts up with you. He's wrenching and fiddling and doing it all the time. Here goes.
Team 166, another X Cup team. We have 9 of these teams this year in the great race. This team comes out of RPM Foundation, doing some amazing things with kids, getting them behind the wheel, helping them work on cars. This car has been in the race for a few times. We've got some new faces in it. This is the 76 Oldsmobile Toronado. David, Artie, George, and Braden all represented with this team, all from all over the United States. Good luck. Have fun.
1967, the Rambler American rolling in here. Uncle Don Elliott of Abilene, Texas, your driver. His nephew David Baird out of Round Rock, Texas, his navigator in a 1967 Rambler American. Dean Elliott Baird, when you hear this horn, your race begins here. They're loaded up. Let's see what they got here. Suitcases and a cooler. I like it. Must have safety equipment for all great races. That includes water and tools and all sorts of safety gear. Some cars have more places to put it than others.
Team 122, rookie, first time ever, 56 Chevy Corvette. Jeffrey Ray from Henderson, Kentucky is navigating. Steve Young from Cadiz, Kentucky is driving. Like I said, they are rookies. First time ever in a sweet little Corvette. Ray's Racing, represented here, got Batman on the front.
Are you going to sell this car? I see for sale on it. This is a Duncombe car. Very rare first generation Corvette. Factory hot rod. All right, if you're still with us, we're almost done, but don't miss this. Legends of the great race. Curtis Graff out of Irving, Texas, having done every race since it began in 1983. Ron Rowland also done every race since 1983 in some capacity. Smyrna, Georgia, where Ron calls home, 1932 Ford Roadster. Curtis is racing all these events. He was the grand champion in 1995. Canada to Mexico City, the most brutal great race that's ever taken place. Ron, his list of accomplishments is ridiculous. These guys account for, I don't even know what that is, 100 years of rallying experience. Get on out there, boys.
Check this out. You think of racing, you think of a power wagon, I'm sure. This is the team out of Alfred State, New York. Alfred Community College up there in New York. This is Alfred State College, a 1953 Dodge Power Wagon. Maybe one of the most noticeable trucks and vehicles in the great race. This thing's been featured in all kinds of articles. These boys have done great things. All new kids from the program. Aiden, Calvin, Regan, and Jackson, Alex, all representing the Big Cup team. Head on out. Some of these kids, I tell you, they do an amazing job. They found that car in the back of the college one year and started that program, and here they are still.
Legendary program at Alfred State, New York there. Jason and Doug Branham out of Kentucky, father and son team in this sweet 65 Chevy Impala Super Sport. 327 car. They bought this car for Great Race Rally last year, so here they are making their second round of memories together. Beautifully restored 65 Impala, by the way, Scott. Straight as an arrow down the side. Father and son. Chevy SF. What else you need?
Maybe this car. I need this car.
I meant Z28. Yeah.
Team 32, Thomas Clary out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Bobby Green out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Thomas is navigating, Bobby's driving the 69 Chevy Camaro Appalachian Rally Team's the name of the team. They raced last in a 73 Citroen, and here they are. They decided they just want to go a little more sports for the anniversary of the American Mother Road. Team 36
Here we go. Behind them, a 69 Ford Mustang Mach 1, a competitor to that Z28 that just left out of here. Connor Miller out of Angola, Indiana. Kane Rich out of Leander, Texas. Nash Ryan out of Ottertail County, Minnesota. Ex-Cuppers in the Cobra Experience. And nothing but a little 351 under the hood. Who wouldn't like to turn a bunch of young people loose in a restored Mach 1 Mustang to run across America? I absolutely love it. Get out and drive, boys. Make some memories. Hey, they're on their own, man. They got to work on it, figure it out, navigate, do the whole thing. It is a wonderful growing opportunity for a young person to be a part of Great Race.
We're getting there, people. I see it. I see it coming. Team 75, Hank Ball out of Emerald Isle, North Carolina is driving. Daryl Hendrick from Neosho, Missouri is navigating in their 71 AMC Javelin. They're in the sportsman division, TDH Motorsports, for their 8th great race.
I love the AMX, man. What a cool muscle car if you don't want to be like the rest of everybody else. So we did it, folks. Here's the last one. They didn't get out of the gate last time. Unbelievable 1929 Buick 60 Series. Unbelievable car. Rookie division, Harold and Deborah DeMose out of California. This is an unbelievable car. Their team name is Honey Hunt. Inspired by Buford T. Justice, that's a throwback for you there. Sponsored by Roscoe's House and Chicken and Waffles. I got them on the hook to feed these big boys that do the announcing. When this is all said and done, Harold and Deborah, you are the last car out. Enjoy your great race.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my goodness, God, we did it. Woo! One breath of fresh air. Springfield, we got a little bit more to say here. Just to thank you. We can't thank you enough, right? Before we tear down and this circus takes off, you guys are amazing. Springfield, Illinois, the ones of you that are still in the sound of our voice, you are so hardcore, maybe a little crazy, and I love it.
Thank you, guys.
Listen, thank you for hosting this absolutely wonderful event here. We're going to do this thing all across the country, and we'll talk about you all across the country. Thank you so much.